The following message is transmitted at the request of the Chicago Police Department. A vending machine has exploded in the Wrigley Field Stadium. The explosion has released some type of virus into the air, and many people are now succumbing to this virus. So far, as many as 15 deaths have been reported as a result. Residents within a 5-mile radius of Wrigley Field should stay indoors, with all windows closed and locked. Turn off heaters, air conditioners and fans. Most importantly, remain calm. Panicking will only make the situation worse. Stay tuned for further updates on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Chicago Police Department. This is an update to the previous civil emergency message issued a few minutes ago. Police are receiving reports that more vending machines have exploded in various locations in the vicinity of Chicago. These explosions are releasing an unknown type of virus into the air and has proven to be fatal. Symptoms of this virus include nausea, vomiting, blurred vision, fever, chills, headaches, and paralysis. If you've become exposed to this virus, you should go to a hospital right away. So far, as many as 65 deaths have been reported as well as over 500 injuries from these explosions. All residents in the city of Chicago are advised to shelter in place immediately. To shelter in place, lock all doors and windows. Turn off all heaters, air conditioners and fans. Cover all cracks with tape or damp towels. Make sure you have food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio for more information. Stay tuned to the station for further updates on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Illinois State Emergency Management. The people that were killed by the virus that was released into the air due to exploding vending machines across Chicago are rising from the dead and becoming zombie-like creatures. These creatures are very dangerous. If you encounter these creatures, run away as fast as you can and get into the nearest building. If you become bitten by one of these creatures, it is likely that you will die and reanimate into one yourself. These creatures can become attracted to electronic devices. If you have a battery-powered radio, turn off the backlight function. Board up all windows and doors from the inside to avoid being caught by these creatures. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems. Wear masks to prevent catching this virus. Make sure you have food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio with the backlight function already turned off. Stay tuned to the station for further updates on this deadly situation. Zombies wreaking havoc across Chicago. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Chicago Police Department. The zombie situation mentioned in previous warnings has worsened dramatically. An unidentified virus string released by explosions from vending machines has rapidly spread throughout the city of Chicago and surrounding locations. The first reports came in from Wrigley Field Stadium. Since then, the virus has spread throughout the city of Chicago. It is likely that the virus will spread to other locations within the next few hours. This virus includes the following symptoms: nausea, vomiting, blurred vision, fever, chills, headaches, and paralysis. These zombie-like creatures are causing extreme damage to the area. Because this virus is airborne, the following actions are recommended. Stay indoors, if at all possible. Turn off all heating and air conditioning units. Make sure to have food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio with the backlight function forced off. If you catch this virus and start showing symptoms, you will be quarantined without question. Any and all residents outside the city of Chicago hearing this message should also take these precautionary measures. Most importantly, stay calm. Panicking will only make the situation worse. Unruly behavior will not be tolerated and will result in arrest. We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Several killings caused by zombie-like creatures have been reported in several states across the country. These states include North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, California, Nevada, Washington, Oregon, Tennessee, Michigan, New York, Texas, Ohio, Oklahoma, and Colorado. These zombie-like creatures have been seen throughout several cemeteries rising out of their graves. These creatures are believed to be attacking the human race. At this time, it is expected that more attacks will occur within the next few hours. The intent behind their attack is unknown at this time. If you become bitten by one of these creatures, you will die in a matter of moments and become one yourself. To protect yourself from these creatures, all residents of the United States are strongly encouraged to follow these instructions. Stay away from these creatures. Seek shelter in a building with as few windows and doors as possible. Do not use any electrical devices with lights, as this may attract the creatures. Make sure to gather an adequate set of supplies for your shelter, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio without an LCD display. It is unknown how long this event will last. Please stay calm, as authorities have been dispatched to handle the situation. A siren will sound a 30-second alert tone when it is safe to exit your shelter. Stand by for this message. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted regular programming at the request of the United States government to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is QCBT. We will continue to serve the Cincinnati area. If you are not in this area, you should now tune to a station providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Cincinnati area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. All clear. All clear. All clear. All clear. This is an emergency action termination. The airborne virus along with the zombie attacks have dissipated. There is massive damage to the area along with several deaths and injuries. The emergency action notification has been lifted. It is now safe to leave your shelter. Once again, it is now safe to leave your shelter. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. We now return to regular programming, and your government thanks you for your cooperation. This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. We now return to regular programming, and your government thanks you for your cooperation.